Greetings everyone, it is Barbara, and as you can see from the setup here, I have some shaving goods all set up, and I have two of the most gentlemanly action figures I have. I have Pierce and I have Roger, and they are here to demonstrate scale-wise the appropriateness of the Re-Ment set, Dober's Barbershop. So let's go ahead and take a look first at the pieces that are clearly just not going to work. So we're going to go scale down to their legs, and I'm going to turn and show you the furniture. You have a barbershop chair, you have a mirror, you have the pole, the barbershop pole, you have a small utility table that moves, and you have the sink, all of which is entirely too small. I would even say it's too small for 1/4 scale, which is unfortunate because some of these pieces are very nice. The chair can tilt front and back, and the legs go up and down, so that's pretty nice. And the wheels do sort of move on the utility table. It's just entirely too small. The pole, I suppose if you placed it on top of a stoop, or put this on top almost like a light instead of it being the proper pole, it might work. But just to have it standing alone, it does not. So that's kind of a disappointment because the pieces are very nice. The sink is very nice too. Once I talk about the potions and lotions on the top of the sink, I'll show you what goes on under the sink. Everything is nicely detailed. It's just completely off scale for 1/6 scale men. Ken, action figures, fashion royalty home, the Measy crew. So let's go ahead now. And let's show you a little bit of what's going on here. I did put gripping hands on Pierce just to try and show you that he could grip some of this. But I don't think he's going to be able to grip a whole lot of it. So what I can put in the hand, I will use for Roger. So for example, the hairbrush, as you can see, a lot of these are also going to look travel size. So the hairbrush is nice. There are several brushes and combs that come with this set. You have this very nice one that I think you would use on a beard or when you fine-tune somebody's hair. And even this one is like, if I can just get it in his hand, which I might not be able to. It's just too small. We have this regular, like 70s style patterned comb. Same problem. It's kind of all right. Oops, you can't see. It's kind of all right, kind of isn't. The one that will be all right, that I think is the appropriate scale if you were going to do this kind of hair, is this huge comb, which is appropriate, which does fit very nicely, as you can see, in the palm of his hand and would work. You also have, and this is the appropriate size, this is what barbers use and beauticians use when they're done with the haircut, just to brush off the scale, the loose hair. That's the appropriate scale. That works. And it happens to say on the back I'm sure there's a reason for it. It says, this one says Aurora on the back. Let's go ahead and turn now, and I'll show you the potions, and maybe now this is where Pierce can hold some stuff. This is the tonic that you would use to splash, and you can see that fits very perfectly in his hand. That's the tonic that you would splash on after you shave. That's the aftershave. That's what it's called. Hello, Barbara. It's called aftershave. It does come with a lid, a black top. Unfortunately, that black top got lost in translation. I almost want to say this bottle says Jack Russell whiskey, but that cannot be right, because you would not have a whiskey bottle doing this. As you can see, the not whiskey bottle fits very nicely. And since they're basically the same size, I'm going to leave that one in his hand. But I'm also going to show you, this might be some kind of, there are different kinds of gels for the hair. This one is a cream. This one looks like bourbon. I don't know, maybe they're doling out shots while you're at the barbershop. I wouldn't know. You know, this is Bondland, so I'm going to just pop this out of his hand now. As you can see on the table, there are quite a few little pieces here. The one that I put closest to Pierce is this red razor. Now, the gentleman had a very long talk with me, and they said, especially since the razor says great cut and doesn't identify whether it's Norelco or something else, I can't make a joke about, you know, another razor company starts with an R, and that the razor would be made out of a certain metal, starts with an S. Barbara, you promised no jokes. There would be no jokes. I'm sorry. Guys, come on. This is too easy. All right. Very quickly. There's nothing like Remington steel to get the job done. Was that so hard? I've lost years off of my life. You then need to get a much longer life, Pierce, which evidently you're working on, since you've you know. Let's see. As of the making of this video, we're now up to 3 franchises. The Black Adam franchise, you were the James Bond franchise, and now possibly the Star Wars franchise, if Giant Freaking Robot is telling the truth. This is another razor. I think this is more for the face. If you hold it up to his face, I promise I won't hurt you, darling. It's the right proportion for a razor. And so is this one. This is definitely the portable, take it with you in the car. Again, this says Aurora, right size. This is one of the 2 pieces I really liked. And I'm very afraid to move it because it's very delicate, but I'm just going to bring the camera down to show you. What you have here is the brush and the foam. And then you have the handheld razor. And again, this razor is the right proportion for a handheld razor, which, by the way, might also work for us ladies, as we know, because, you know, when it comes to shaving, we'll do anything, or we'll use anything. This is a very interesting piece that I tried to have Roger hold, but it wasn't quite working out. It's also very, as you can see, very fragile. The loop came out. But this is a little tool bag. And it is accurate. This is meant to hold 3 pairs of scissors, excuse me. And these do all open and close. This one with the comb you would use for the fine detailing. And maybe this one you would use for the beard? Not sure. But all of these will fit very nicely into the bag. And I thought that was kind of cool to include this kind of classy little detail. So if you have a, this is the first time of many times I'm going to say this, that if you have in your collection and you are a diorama builder and you build things like salon sets, this is definitely a set to get. We also have here, and these I think are definitely for the beard, this sort of spreader. I'm not sure what you would do with this. I think these are double-edged razors, but I'm not sure. This stays in this position. This doesn't move. You have this black razor, which I believe does open, and I will open presently. This is definitely to trim the mustache and or beard, because this does have, the black part has the grooves that would almost function like a comb. And this is the straight razor, old-fashioned. Very good, especially if you have a Sweeney Todd diorama. Well, I'm not kidding about that. If you have the Sweeney Todd diorama, that's not a bad choice either. Again, another brush. You've seen it often. Brush off the spare hair. This is supposed to be a towel, and as usual, Re-Ment will not make cloth for whatever reasons. So it's completely plastic. It does not unfold. And if you've ever been to a salon, you know that they like to show you the front and back. So they give you the double-sided mirror. And just to show you, it does fit very nicely in Roger's hand. So that's a pretty good size as well. So I'm just moving now from the smaller table to the larger table. I'll move these a couple of pieces at a time. These are also traditional pieces that you would see, obviously, in a barbershop set. And again, in a beautician set too, this would work very nicely. This is the talcum powder, which is of course used with the brush to get the hair off. This blue is the sanitizer that you use to sanitize all the equipment. They had called this something close to Aquanet. I would have been very impressed. They did not, but that's clearly the hairspray, happily destroying the environment since 1976. Not a blessed clue if this is hair tonic or face tonic, but it's cute. This, I believe, is supposed to be hair dye. Hold that thought. Because this is the hair dye in the bowl, which you would then comb into somebody's hair. Not that either gentleman has ever dyed their hair or worn hair pieces. Roger. And then, of course, we do have the pomades. Pomades, leave out the L, pomades in yellow. This one, for some reason, is called Bulldog. It is orange in color. And I believe the one I very quickly showed you, this one, which is called Golden, Perhaps because of travel or whatever, it looks more green gold. And then the last piece, which of course I do have to say these men probably live and die by. Another day maybe? I'm sorry. She had to do it. You had the Remington steel. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was going to say, oh, live and let die by. Don't be proud of yourself, child. That was bad, especially after the dying of the day joke. Gentlemen, I'm sorry. Anyway, this is, of course, the space laser from Moonraker. No, it is a blow dryer with the removable diffuser. And since Pierce has the trigger finger, this too will fit in his hand. I did take the diffuser off. But, you know, again, that's like a hotel travel size. It's not the at-home size. So the one last thing I do want to show you before we pack it in, and oh wait, there are two more things I need to show you. I almost forgot about this. Oh, Mercy, I was really hoping you did, because you're going to put it on me, aren't you? Of course I am, Roger. Why not? Really, you look so beautiful in the Barbershop Quartet. Now this is supposed to be, obviously when you're having your hair done, you have a little cape on to catch all the hair. And it's supposed to go around their neck. It does not. Even if you put tacky tape on it, you'd probably rip it. So this is a fail. This would, however, I think work very nicely if you want to do one like the little girls like Kelly or Tommy are getting their hair done. We get to the sink, which I said was very nicely detailed. It does have that nice, does have the pipes, including the cord that leads from the sink to the spray. The spray doesn't come out, does not leave the sink. It doesn't come out, but it does have that idea that it could. Of course, it's entirely too small. So as usual, this is a case where the Re-Ment furniture is entirely too small, but all the accessories work. And do you get this? You absolutely do. You absolutely 1000% get this. Why? Well, everything else works. You know, I've never seen a complete set like this that you have, and I do want to, where is my, that you have 3 different styles of razor, and they are all, actually 4, and they're all really good, and they're exactly the right size, and they do everything. So this is excellent for a guy's diorama. This is even better than the boys' room set from about a year ago that Re-Ment put out. This is incredibly well detailed, and you absolutely get this. You know, forget the furniture. The furniture sucks. The furniture is really only in like 2 sets, so you kiss them off. But everything else, like even in those sets that come with the furniture, and I will show you by showing you the little box, you know, even the sets that come with the furniture, they're also going to come with the accessories that are the much better get. So you absolutely 100%, as soon as you can get your hands on this, get this set. You will not regret it. This is a great set, not only for your figures, but particularly it's very gentlemanly. So if you have a vintage style diorama, or, you know, a posh, well, not a restaurant, but a posh salon, 1000% you get this set. So for 007.3 and 007.5, I'm Barbara, and I will see you in my next Miniature Monday, which is going to be a brief one because it's going to return to the mini brand balls. Everybody take care, and I hope you're having a great June. Bye-bye.